Hello people, Space Aliens, welcome to my show. My name is JustinTime. I wanted to talk about a costume that I'm putting together involving just some of my normal clothes because I've been working on something for 5 years and I think it's time for me to just start talking about it because then that might get people interested in it to where I'll actually have like reasons to make it. Now if you've been following the channel for years, I've always wanted to make a little web series called JustinTime. No, not that. No, it's my own thing. It's inspired by a lot of things, but I like to think of it as my own thing. He is an alien from another dimension, so technically he's not even an alien, he's a interdimensional, he's an extra dimensional creature. But from his dimension, they call our dimension the mortal realm. He lives in the time domain, where his species, the Vibrogoths, kind of keep the flow of time in check, as well as do magical stuff, also like befriend angels and demons, and Justin is the outlier in this where he focuses more on science and has also befriended a demon. But because he's an interdimensional character, I had to think about his lifespan and how he'd act and what he'd do based off his events. There's one big event, life event, that shapes him as a person. You can say he's a person because he's an alien, interdimensional character. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil that because if I was to actually make this, I'd make that part of season 1 where you find out what this life event has happened. His lifespan is his species can live for thousands of years to some of the oldest are a million years old, and his race has been around since the Big Bang, essentially. If I want clothes that would also represent kind of his age, but also kind of show that he looks like a teenager, because I'm a teenager. So I'm going to start off first with the shoes. Or actually I'm going to start off with the prop. His weapon of choice is a sword made out of a indestructible mineral that if I was to put it up against another mineral in pop culture, like let's say adamantium, the indestructible metals that Wolverine's skeleton is made out of, it could go toe to toe with that. But there's a mineral in the JustinTime universe that can actually shatter the blade, but the blade has magical properties where it regenerate and also has his blood infused into it, so he can call it like how Thor calls Mjolnir. JustinTime can call it and it comes to him because they both share a connection. I don't know how to explain it. Obviously I'd be making a new prop for it because it's missing a crossguard and it's snapped in half, but I just wanted to talk about the sword. So the shoes, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do like some sort of like dress shoe or dress boot for JustinTime, or if I want to do like tennis shoes and stuff. But for now, I go with, for drawing him and stuff, I go with Converse, just classic Converse, the classic black all-star high top. I have these laying around, they still fit me, yada yada yada, with their shoes. A little thing that I add, because I like the look of it with the undershirt that I'll get into later, is my leather jacket, and also with the sweatshirt, but my leather jacket came with a little sweatshirt insert, so I had a hood. It just looks nice. It gives him another like badass look where he looks a little older and he looks a little more intimidating. So if you saw him, you'd be kind of intimidated, but also like, is he good? Next up is a black sweatshirt. Now I don't actually have the black sweatshirt, and I'm going to be doing 2 variants of the sweatshirt, but for now I have my normal sweatshirt that I wear as a concept for it. This is my Star Wars sweatshirt. The variant of the sweatshirt is a battle damage variant where the entire left sleeve and kind of part of the left side, except where the pocket is and that little strip of fabric, is just gone. Part of the hood is ripped off, yada yada yada. It looks like he's battle damaged. It looks like he's been fighting for a little bit. Again, I try keeping the idea that he's from a warrior species, or he's a warrior of a species that in the backstory have learned to fight since they were kids. So he's got about 4,000 years of experience in fighting, but he still tackles foes that can actually do him some damage. Next I want to go over the pants. These are going to be the battle damage variant pants because I used to wear these, but today, while I'm filming this earlier today, when I was in the bathroom, I noticed I ripped a hole in them somehow, and these, I know I've gained weight. Like, my brother looked at me like, I think I know what happened. You need to start exercising. But they're like ripped right along the pocket, and it looks like something like grabbed it and ripped it. But these pants are also baggy on me, so that's another thing. I got on a whole tangent. But rolled up sleeves because he's old, so he would have been to Earth in the 50s. That's my excuse for it. Just to show off his Converse, which are also from the 50s. His Converse could be from the 50s, we never know. He's a time traveler. But the battle damage variant is gonna have like part of the sleeve, or part of the leg ripped up, where it leaves part of the leg bundled up at the bottom, kind of like how Goku's. I'm gonna go with like a Goku pants look from the Frieza saga when he's fighting Frieza as a Super Saiyan. Now the undershirt is kind of temporary. I've been drawing him with it because I was like, I need a use for it. I bought it. Well, my mom bought it for me for Halloween. But it's Freddy Krueger's sweater. So I just have this from Halloween. I think it looks nice. I did find out though that when you put all the pieces together, it gets a little hot. So might change it because of that. But I just like the long sleeves and how it looks with the black sweatshirt and the next piece of clothing, and I think it'll look cool when you just see like just the striped sleeve sticking out the left side in the battle damage variant, as if like the blast just vaporized the first layer of clothing and got into the second layer, and I just think it brings more color because there's red in this like dark colored ensemble, because he's like mostly blacks and dark blues. So I wanted to add some color, so the red was the go-to. Finally, a variant to the leather jacket if he's feeling a little cold or he goes to a cold planet with his human friends and stuff, is a trench coat. Now this is inspired by David Tennant's 10th Doctor from Doctor Who wears a trench coat with suits. Same with the Converse, but this trench coat looks great. I've drawn JustinTime with the trench coat multiple times, and he just looks cool. He looks like he knows a thing or two. He looks old. He looks old for looking like a teenager, and he just looks nice. So those are all the clothes. I'm going to now show you a little montage of me wearing the clothes. This was filmed yesterday. I'm just refilming this part the next day. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Become a time traveler today. Links to all my social media are in the description below, as well as the merch store if you want to buy a t-shirt to help support the channel, as well as a pair of headphones for gaming if you want to hear like you're actually there. There are Psycho Gaming headphones. The company has nothing to do with the channel, it doesn't influence the channel. All that happens is you buy the headphones, I get a little portion of the revenue, and it goes right back here, right into the channel. But anyways, until the next video, I'll see you in the future. Bye guys.